Tim and I'll be back to wrap it up for you, and Ralph will have KINER'S Corner, so stay with us. The Mets have defeated the Atlanta Braves and swept the series, winning the final.
Well, our guest in the show, Len Dykstra, and also with Len Dykstra, his best fan, a person who knows him better than anybody else in the world. And that person is Len Dykstra, his mother. And welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ralph. Thank you.
Marilyn, how about Lenny when he was growing up? Do you think he was going to be a major league star?
Well, I think so. When he was a little guy, and every night before he'd go to bed, he slept with his bat, his ball, and his glove. And he used to pray, he says, please, God, let me be a pro ball player someday. And he had the desire since he was a real small little boy. And he used to go to Angel Stadium and try and sneak in the dugout. And one time I got a phone call, and they said, you better come down to the station and get your son, because he was trying to get to see Rod Carew, who was always his idol, and I had to go pick him up at the station, and we'll never forget that.
Lenny, do you have any problems like that?
No, Ralph, I don't. That was a long time ago. I just want to see what a clubhouse looked like.
Well, you sure have an attractive mother, and of course that doesn't hurt anything at all, and she follows your career, and she's been involved with you. You have done something that no one expected, with the possible exception of the two of you right there. You have just torn up the National League in the first half of the season.
Thank you, Ralph. Things are going real well right now. I feel real good at the plate, and it's nice to be part of a winning ball club, and we just got a total team effort right now, and if we can continue to play the way we played the first half, I got to believe we're going to run away with it.
Well, one of the important parts of the ball game was when the Atlanta Braves threatened to tie the ball game at 1-1. The Mets were leading by a score of 1-0. Lenny had tripled and came in on a ground ball to score the first run of the ball game. And here is Griffey, who had singly stole second base, a walk to Bruce Benedict, and then this base hit by Glenn Hubbard to center field. You think you had him when the ball was hit?
Well, I don't think he got a good turn around third. It looked like he stumbled a little, and Gary did a great job blocking the play. That was a big factor right there. And the ball skipped real well for me.
And it was a great throw by you. Now you follow this great defensive play with this right here.
Yeah, I just waited that time, Ralph, and I hit that ball felt real perfect. Hit it on a sweet spot.
And it was your fourth home run of the year. Last year you hit one home run. That was in your first game for the New York Mets. And as you go around here, you have hit in 6 straight ball games and have had 16 hits in your last 24 at-bats. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm finding the holes, and just like today, my first time up, I hit a line drive right at Murphy, and he falls. When you're hot, you're hot, and things are going real good right now, and that's what it takes. Just can't do no wrong.
Does your mother bring you luck when she's at the ballpark?
She seems to, yeah. When I was in the minor leagues, she came out and visited me, and I seem to play well there, too, so she'll probably be here for the World Series, too.
Well, she's a great inspiration, there's no doubt about it. Marilyn, thank you very much for coming on the show with Lenny. And
thank you for having me, Ralph.
It's got to be a thrill to watch your son play like that.
It certainly is. Thank you.
All right, we'll be back to talk with Rusty Staub on his day here today, and also look at the highlights and check out the scoreboard right after this message from Mitsubishi Motors. Well, we have with us Rusty Staub on this special occasion. It's Rusty Staub Day here at Shea Stadium. Rusty, it was really a great tribute to your fantastic 23-year career, and you must be thrilled.
Ralph, I'm sure in about a week or two, in a year or two, that I'm going to reflect on this and really be awed by it. I've tried to really just not play like it's happening. I didn't think I was going to be able to handle it. My family was all here. It was, as much as I tried to contain my emotions, it was very emotional. I deeply appreciate the ball club doing that for me, and the way everybody handled it. I'll never forget it.
And you donated $25,000 to your favorite charity.
Well, that was through the generosity of the ball club. We're going to be able to send some kids to school, and that really is something I wanted to do. I had very great fortune during my young years to have enough athletic ability to be able to, although it was a scholastic scholarship, you can bet it was because I could play ball. I'd like to return that if I can a little bit, and I deeply appreciate the way the ball club handled it.
Oh, Rusty, honored by the Mets and also honored by the fans out here today and honored by his teammates. Let's take a look at Keith Hernandez as he comes out and gets involved with the ceremony.
It's a great honor for me in representing our team who love Rusty and miss him deeply. The Big Orange, who was a great friend of mine and everybody's. We have a plaque for Rusty. And if I can bring the guys out with the award now, guys, would you come on out?
Tell you, it was the right timing because it was getting a little heavy at that time, and when I saw these crazy guys coming out with the wigs, I figured I had a chance.
Daniel J. Staub, for meritorious service, your friend.
Well, the thing about that, of course, is the throwback to your days with the Montreal Expos when you were known as the Grand Orange
1986.
by the bilingual French-speaking, American-speaking fans in Montreal, and that's a great part of your career up there. And, of course, your career with the Houston Astros, the Detroit Tigers, the Texas Rangers, and the New York Mets. 9 years with the Mets.
He's best. And they remember Rusty. He made his mark, it's true, in Montreal and Houston, the Motor City Zoo. But when the cheers are only echoes in those other cities' hearts, we'll remember Rusty forever in New York.
KINER'S Korner has been brought to you by Miller Light Beer. For great taste, there's only one light beer. By NatWest USA, the people and the resources you need today and tomorrow. By Mitsubishi Motors, Mitsubishi takes you where you want to be. And by McDonald's, where it's always a good time for the great taste. Ralph Kiner's guests will receive a gift from...